was gonna say, but I'm like, oh, that's Larry for you.
My bad. Well, I'm gonna drink. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Like, oh, wait.
My man already drinking. Been a long day. Anyway, welcome to episode 3 of the Man Cave Podcast. We got some whiskey here, and we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart.
Dun, dun, dun.
How to hit your woman and get away with it.
Oh, man.
How hard is too hard, and where to hide the bruises? Jesus Christ, right? People are going to be like, oh my God, take it seriously. I don't hit my lady. Not in public.
Nah, she probably hit the shit out of you, though. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
So I got to make these jokes to make myself feel better because I know that if I go home and say it, I'm getting hit.
You know what's funny is, like, people will hear you say something and, like, dissect it to the point where, like, they done created a whole new scenario.
Bro, all they need is 6 seconds.
Yeah,
to create 30 minutes of a whole theory about why I hit women with no actual proof outside of those 6 seconds.
Right.
No, you chilling. Sometimes laughter,
the background noise,
aids in creating that environment and setting that tone. So if we can make somebody, make you laugh, hopefully somebody's gonna laugh at your laughter because it's just out of the blue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a fact. Because I definitely don't have a contagious laugh. I have to remind myself not to.
To just fucking. My man's laugh is all in the throat.
Yeah, pause. Wow, that's crazy.
Just like me.
Wow.
That's after like four sips. And we already going down that road.
I said it was going to be 3 episodes.
Yeah, this is the last one. This is the one I'm just throwing everything at. If this is going to be the one that ends us, we going to end in a bang.
I'm trying to be a part of the third, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You want to jump on? We can hook you up. No. We was just, the conversation for a while was, this is going to be 3. Just because apparently I say shit that it can be a little outlandish.
Apparently?
I don't think it's true. I think there's worse people out there, and they say what they mean, and I joke about the words that come out of my mouth. I never mean anything I say. Like, I tell my wife I love her all the time.
That was smooth, though.
Yeah,
that was smooth. You're going to be a smooth trip to hell, too, when she kill your dumb ass.
You see, when you don't got no money, you can start saying shit like that because it's like if we split, it's not like it's a win for her. Like, she's not getting any money from me.
So you're going to be in the casket laughing.
Yeah, but she going to be broke, too.
Now you got to work 3 jobs.
Because you wanted to kill me after I made a fucking joke. All right.
Right.
So, yeah, you want to jump into the topic of conversation today? This one's going to be a little tricky to maneuver because, just real quick, jump into what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. So what we were initially thinking, can men be successful in the content creation space, like podcast, YouTube stuff, without women being the focal point, right? And then you and I, like, the whole reason we started this podcast was to show the world that, we could be different, and we are different. And we're going to kind of like lay the groundwork for what future podcasts maybe should look like.
When I broke down somewhat that idea to my wife, the eyes were rolling already. Because I was like, so we're going to kind of talk about people who've been canceled because they might have spoke their mind and maybe their mind didn't agree with the minds of women. And they're going to be the loudest voice and they're going to make their opinion known. And then somebody out there who, maybe they kind of said something a little wild. Sometimes it's simply just not agreeing with them.
Yeah.
And then they call for cancel. And I kind of spoke to Alina's about it and the eyes were already rolling. Because already the idea that me and you have a conversation that sometimes women may be wrong is angering her. And I'm like, man, y'all all the same. That's great. Y'all all the same.
Yo.
It's like I told him I saw a movie on Hulu called Not Okay. Now, the movie is about a girl who wants to blow up on social media. So she fabricates this story about going to Paris. So she edits photos to make it look like she's in Paris so that, people so that people glorify her life. Oh, wow, she's in Paris. She's having this for breakfast. But it's all edited. She's in an apartment in New York. There's a terrorist attack in Paris and everybody thinks she's in Paris. So she's like, fuck, I've been made. But she thinks, oh, no, I'm just going to play the story out. And now she's putting up things on social media as if she survived the explosion in Paris.
Wow.
Right? So she's a horrible human being.
Facts.
Before the movie started, there was like a warning that was like, this movie talks about gun violence, school shootings, and portrays an unlikable female protagonist. I was like, how is that last part the same as school shootings? That's what you want to warn me about? The unlikable female protagonist? And I'm like, it's really tough out here to say that some women can't be likable. And if she isn't likable, it's because it's make-believe. So keep that in mind. This is not a real movie. This is not a real situation. We're supposed to like her in real life, but this is just a fake situation. I've never seen that warning for a dude in any fucking circumstances.
Like women don't do that every fucking day on social media. I know tons of women who post pictures. Not say tons. I know a couple. Post pictures, do all kind of shit like lifestyle stuff. They're sitting in private jets, whatever. And it's all fake.
Yeah. And this is not like to say that we're attacking women and like women are the worst. That's not even, because I feel like that's already where their brains are going. Like, oh, well, these guys got together to talk shit on women. No, we're just trying to shed light on some things that should have light shed on it. Sometimes there's a double standard that needs to be talked about. Right. And hopefully, organically, we can kind of get into that without it seeming like we're just bashing women. Because that's not our intentions.
You know what's crazy is when I started thinking about this whole topic, I was like, oh, who are some of the more successful male podcasts that don't involve women like on a regular basis? And obviously Joe Rogan was the first one to come to mind, right? Most successful podcast in the world. Ours is number 2. And then
I love Joe Rogan though.
Yeah.
Like, because my man went from like Fear Factor,
yeah,
where he was force feeding people bugs, and now he's force feeding people his thoughts.
Yo.
So like, if there's ever a fucking success story, there it is. Because he fooled everybody into thinking that the words that come out of his mouth have to be law. Oh, but Joe Rogan said, well, I don't give a fuck what Joe Rogan said. My man just be saying anything, bro. Like this is not. We're not gonna get down a whole fucking tangent of Joe Rogan. That's just. Well, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, but I brought him up to say like he doesn't mention women that often.
Yeah,
hyper successful. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing is, he became what he is now because they tried to fucking cancel him. His success took off when he said the N-word thing on.
Yeah. Bro, that was like a 10-minute. They have like a 10-minute video of him saying like the N-word, which is crazy.
Right.
It takes you 2 seconds to say the word.
I don't know why I'm sitting here. Yeah, I don't know why I even said the N-word. Like I don't say nigga very often. I don't know, but
you were so scared of getting canceled that you did it. You censored yourself for that word.
I'm in cancel mindset. Wow, they didn't fuck me up.
Yo, the argument of you being black that's not valid no more. You can't say that word.
They were like, yeah, this motherfucker lighter than the table that he's sitting at. He can't be black. But yeah, what do you think will make us successful? And obviously, success means a ton of different fucking things. But obviously, what we want to do is carve out space for our podcast in the world. And whether it's 100 or 5 million, whatever the fuck the number is, hitting that certain point where people are like tuning into us on a regular basis, I feel like we can both agree that that's success.
I think the biggest thing, which in my mind has always been the hardest thing, is trying to get your personality caught on camera or audio or whatever. You want the people listening or watching to be able to understand your personality or your sense of humor.
Yeah.
Once they have that, then they feel like they know you, where they can tune in and they feel like they're just part of the conversation.
Right.
But I've always felt like there's so many personalities and so many people putting out content every day.
Yeah.
You're literally competing with millions of people.
Yeah.
Right. So the hardest thing is to just get your personality out there.
Yeah.
But the most important, I think, once you have that, once you have people figuring out who you are, what your voice is, and that your sense of humor is a lot like their sense of humor. And once they click play, they not only know that they're going to get maybe a mentally stimulating conversation, but also have laughs that they feel like that conversation would be something that they would be a part of with their friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's funny you said that because like what I've always thought about content is like you're putting your authentic self out there. For men, a lot of what we do and a lot of our lives are intertwined with women. Like most men get up in the morning and go to work because they have somebody to take care of, or they want to be able to take care of somebody, or they want to be able to impress somebody, or whatever the case may be. Like it always, like for straight men, obviously we can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah, I don't live that life.
Yeah. So a lot of what we do involves women. So it's crazy to me to think that people expect men to have a podcast that don't involve women at all. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that when I'm talking about my girlfriend or I'm talking about stuff that she's interested in or we're arguing about? Like, that shit is just normal. It's part of everyday life, right?
Yeah. I mean, when friends get together, a lot of the time their conversations revolve around some issues that they might be having with their wife or their girlfriend.
Right.
Because if we can't have a lot of our feelings or conversations with our wife or our girlfriend, so we rely on our friends to kind of listen to us.
Exactly.
And I think that was your idea when you talked about creating this podcast, because like as men, we carry so much by ourselves. Even if we have a special lady in our life, we have to keep a certain image or persona alive.
Yep.
Even if you have your significant other, your special person, they need to rely on you emotionally. They need to rely on you for safety. They need to rely on you financially.
Right.
And if you're struggling in any one of those points, you can't let them know, because then they're going to have doubt or they're going to have worry. And your job is to make sure that they have none of that.
Yeah.
Right. So guys get together and they kind of just put that weight on one another if you're lucky enough to have that friend group to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes people aren't that lucky. So, I mean, I hope that we are able to create something here where they can tune in and feel like, okay, I'm not by myself in this. I'm not having those thoughts alone. You were going to say something?
Yeah. I want to push back on that because I did that to myself for the longest, up until recently, maybe like the last year or so. Like I finally stopped doing that. The reason is, number one, trying to carry all of that shit is exhausting. When I finally kind of like broke down to my ex at the time and I was like letting her know, like, you know, shit's fucked up. And, you know, like she felt like I was deceiving her. And women, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them tend to feel like if they're not part of what's happening in your life, you're intentionally leaving them out, which is kind of like deception. So what I try to do now is when I'm going through some shit, I try to make sure that she's involved so that if she has something of value, because, you know, every now and then, like, your woman can say something or do something profound that like makes the difference for you in your life.
Yeah, of course.
And you know that.
Yeah.
Like, and so I just feel like now I'm trying to be more of like, yes, still a man. So anybody who's thinking, oh, he's a pussy, he's telling his girlfriend everything. No, like,
yeah, you're a bitch.
like I'm a fucking human being at the end of the day. So I'm not going to be able to always call you about my problems. Like I'm with this person who's supposed to be my fucking partner, not my fucking child, not my fucking tag along, like my partner. Pick up your end of the couch, like Bill Burr say. Some shit is going on. Help me figure it the fuck out. Don't make me do it by myself.
When we talk about having the responsibility of putting on that persona or feeling responsible for bearing that weight,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. It's not like all women are out there thinking that we should.
Right.
It's just that's the stigma. That's the state of mind across the world.
Yeah.
That's how we were raised to be. That's how I was raised to be. I have no doubt that that's the way you were. I have no doubt that that's the way you were, because we have male like figures in our life, and we don't see them cry. We don't see them talk about their problems. And we're raised to think that that's the correct way of doing it.
Right.
Which is not. I mean, prior to probably our generation and forward, there's probably so much like mental health issues just in prior generations because they just keep it all in. So no, I don't think it's possible to create something special without involving women.
Yeah.
They're too important.
Yeah.
They're too much invested in our lives as we are into theirs. And you can't have a conversation realistically about what you want from your life or issues in your life or where you want things to go without talking about women. I mean, it's just impossible. There's no way to do it.
Exactly.
They're in our world. We're in theirs. It's not like we're going to act as if they don't exist. Right. So no, I don't think it's possible to create something, have it be successful, and just exclude women from it. It's not real.
I agree. That's a mic drop moment if this motherfucker wasn't on a heavy ass stand.
This is a heavy ass mic, so I don't need help to drop. This shit's like 3 pounds.
Real shit. Nah, you said that perfectly, bro.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly. And for, you know, anybody listening, like, it doesn't get any clearer than that. Like, no, we are fucking in this together. We're in this content creation space together. And I feel like women who listen or create content themselves should use that as an opportunity to fucking voice their own opinion and stop trying to take people out of that space that they're in. And this is the thing I never understood about the cancel culture shit is like, what do you want to happen? You want this motherfucker to go into a closet? And he's not going to disappear.
Yeah.
He's just going to change his platform. The message stays the same. You fucked his money up, which is going to make him even angrier. He's going to ramp his shit up.
And then it's going to light a fire in his following that he already had.
Exactly.
And now, whatever he did, whether he deserved it or not, is like his followers are obviously going to continue to be his followers.
Exactly.
And if the situation revolved around women canceling a certain person, the women are now responsible, and they're the bad guy to that entire following.
Yep.
So you didn't fix anything. You didn't, you might have silenced him on this platform, but all you did, if anything, was create more publicity for him.
Yeah.
Right. And
that's true.
that crowd that he had is still going to follow him, and they're
Right.
going to talk about how he was canceled, and they're going to talk about how it was wrongfully done. And then what they're going to do is they're going to turn their hate to more women and everything. It's just going to make the situation worse. I mean, if you have a problem, and it might not be doable in a lot of situations but if there is a figure that's causing issues, and don't get me wrong, if it's like legal issues, then 100% that person needs to go. But if it's literally just freedom of speech and your state of mind and the way that you're talking doesn't agree, then you guys, something needs to happen where somebody has the conversation with this dude.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to switch his thought process, because silencing him here is just going to be like, well, see, I was right. If anything, it's reinforcing his state of mind or the way that he thought. And that's not okay. You want to be able to rehabilitate somebody's thought process and change the way that they're thinking. You don't want to reinforce it or make it worse, and just straight up silencing them for the fuck of it. That's what you're going to do.
And it's crazy to me that it's so easy now to do that. It's almost like, I think we talked about this a little bit, but it's almost like it's only men that's happening to.
Yeah, when you pointed out to me that guys don't go on the internet like, oh, this lady needs to be canceled. It doesn't happen.
No.
Because we don't give a fuck.
No.
We just don't care.
Right.
Women have been talking shit on guys for years, right? They literally say and do whatever they can to shit on any guy.
Yep.
And what do? And we just walk away from the situation. We don't fucking dive all in and try to ruin this person's life. Like, we just get away. We don't have to hear it.
Right.
I don't need to be listening to you. I can go listen to something else. I don't have to be here and hear you demean men, or women don't have to be here and listen to a dude that's just trash talking women.
Right.
Go somewhere else. There's so much fucking shit going on. And now you have your fucking eyes set on this dude. Why? Because you just want vengeance. You're so angry that you're seeing red, and now you're creating the situation. No, you just fucking walk away. If it's literally just words, you don't need to fucking listen to him.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that if a guy is doing that, like you and I, we're sarcastic. Yeah. We share that. So we can say shit like, and it's lighthearted, whatever. People take it how they take it. But if a guy is intentionally saying some wild shit and not in a sarcastic way, do you think he's doing that with the hope that women will find him polarizing and drive his views and comments and shit up?
Yeah, 100%.
So
There's
it's
a such thing as
backfiring.
there's a such thing as hate viewing and hate watching, hate commenting, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times in the situations like that, hate watching, you literally watch people because they're waiting for you to say something, or they're trying to create a portfolio of shit that you've said and done. And in order to do that, I got to watch you. Right? So you're hate watching them, you're hate listening, you're hate commenting, but all you're doing is supporting their algorithm, and now they're growing. So they're going to continue to fucking do what they're doing because their numbers are going up. Right. And now you're tweeting about this guy said, and this person's like, oh, that makes me so angry. Let me see if he's actually saying that. And now they're watching the same shit. And this dude's just like, man, my numbers are fucking skyrocketing. I shouldn't change shit. Right. This is all working out.
Beautiful. I'm getting paid.
Yeah, until the end where they try to fucking cut your dick off.
Exactly. That shit was true up until about 3 or 4 years ago. And even old books about sales and entrepreneurialism, it's always about get as many eyes as you possibly can. But now those eyes can take your ass out the spotlight.
So now what needs to happen, right?
Oh,
For the person's.
God.
No.
Oh,
Don't rule
my
it out yet. I
gosh.
just got it started. All right. Something working out up here. So if that's the route you want to go, right? And you're like, fuck, I can say some shit that's gonna rouse some people up, right? Do it. Do it up until a point, all right? But you have to already have your story arc,
Okay.
all right? To be like, I'm a changed man. Your character development, right? You ladies were right.
Okay.
I was wrong. And now, right, you're going to be the guy that the ladies changed.
Oh my
And now you're like
God.
full-blown feminist,
Oh my
right?
God.
And now they got your fucking back and your numbers are just going to keep going up. Keep going up.
Are
That's
they?
how you, yeah. Because now you're the guy that they changed. You're going to be their fucking poster child. And they're going to be like, we did it once. We're going to fucking keep doing it. You see him? He's fucking perfect now. That's
some low key evil genius shit.
That's what has to happen. I don't know if I have the energy and the time to fulfill that, but whoever does like that, do it right now. Get a fucking paper and pen and be like, step 1, get the equipment. Step 2, get them fucking angry. Step 3, win them over. Say I was sorry. Step 4, go on the other side, hop that fence, and just be like, tomorrow we're starting a feminist rally.
Oh my God.
Like, yes, we fucking did it. And this guy's going to be millionaire.
And you know what you're going to do? You're going to create a fucking space where it's just men all day bashing men. Like, oh my God. Like, why would you do Lisa like that, bro? Like, you're such a fucking toxic, masculine
And
bastard.
that's what they want. So the women are like, yes, Jacob was right.
Nah.
Edward, fuck Edward. He's a piece of shit.
Well, I feel like you're naming Twilight
That is
characters.
what it is.
I'm not hearing that.
I'm like, once I started, I was like, what's the biggest love triangle I know of?
Oh my God, bro. And what's crazy is I didn't watch that shit.
The
but
fuck you didn't. You're telling me that you knew their names and I didn't say anything about Twilight. You're like, oh, that's Twilight.
Because
fuck outta here.
the same dude who played one of those vampires played Batman.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Wasn't his name one of those names?
Edward.
Exactly. So I think what I saw was somebody say, oh, why is Edward playing Batman? So you said,
okay, so
you said
because of
Jake.
a comment that you read, you connected everything now.
And
Sure.
you're always naming white people. What the fuck? You can't throw Tyrone, Russell.
Who the fuck? Okay, I'll fix that.
Yeah. Tyrese? God damn, bro.
I'll start. Fuck, that's gonna be a little harder. There's a lot of white people in my There's a lot of white actors up there.
Yeah.
We don't give black people enough opportunity. Now I'm blaming the fucking industry. It's not a me problem. It's the fact that the industry isn't giving me enough white or black people to work with.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, shut the hell up.
You want to name 5 Spanish actors?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sofia Vergara.
Okay.
Angelina Jolie is not Spanish.
No. What the fuck?
Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
Now it's getting tough.
After 2?
Yeah.
And both women?
Yeah, they were all going to be women if I had it my way.
Attractive women?
Yeah.
Like, way to go.
Oh,
you fucking
fuck.
really know. My man named 2 of the hottest Spanish women in the industry. And then that's it.
That's literally it. I
Speaks
can't.
volume. You're just another man.
Can you give me 3 men?
3 black men?
No, 3 Spanish men.
Yeah.
Give me.
There's Michael Peña.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay. He's a funny fucking dude.
Okay.
Antonio Bandera.
Bruh.
Right? Classic.
Oh my God,
Classic.
bro. You pulled out a relic.
And then there's Jose.
Jose with any of
Jose.
the
Watch
100
a movie, there's a
Spanish
Jose
last
in that
names.
motherfucker.
Yeah, of course. Any of the 100
Yeah,
Spanish
Jose the
last
janitor
names.
or Jose the pool cleaner or Jose the fucking gangbanger. Jose's in there.
Oh my God.
And it's only for those 3 roles. Yeah, I really can't name a legitimate.
I know you can't.
Damn.
Spanish men don't really have a space in acting.
And I remember having that conversation a while ago.
Look at that.
Ice Age.
Look at that.
Oh,
Luis Leguizamo.
yeah.
What's his name?
Lick my water.
Oh my
Luis,
God.
lick my something.
Wow.
No, he's cool. He's a
Wow.
cool dude. He's a funny guy.
Your people coming for you. They're gonna cancel your ass.
My people don't. Spanish people?
Uh-huh.
Are they not listening? You think Spanish people got time to listen to podcasts? They got to go cut some lawns. They got to make it into America. There's no way they got time to listen to podcasts. We got here quick, huh?
Yeah.
So so there was one thing I was thinking about.
Yeah.
All right. For the question of the day. So that we just got through the topic.
Is it the question of the
This
day?
is the question, right? Do women have unspoken rules the way that men have unspoken rules? So for men, we have the urinal rule.
Which
right?
is what? What the fuck is the urinal rule?
If you go in to take a piss and there's 3 and there's a guy in urinal number 1, you can't go in urinal number 2. You got to go in urinal number 3.
That's fair.
Right? So the only time, and if you come in and there's a dude at 1 and 3, if it's an emergency, you can hop on 2.
Okay.
Right? Or you can wait for the dude to, you walk out, wait for them to leave, and then you can hop on another one, or you just hit up a stall.
Okay.
Right? That's one of our unspoken rules. Same thing as like if you walk down the street and you see somebody you give them the heads up. You don't really need to say nothing. That's a heads up, and you're going. Or if you don't know him, you see another dude, chin down, you know what I mean? Just an acknowledgement of respect.
Real
you
shit.
keep it moving.
Real shit.
Right? Those are just men's unspoken rules.
Okay.
Do women have unspoken rules?
100%.
Like what? Because I haven't heard any.
So if one woman is in the bathroom and another one comes in to the one next to her, if you hear 3 knocks on the door, that means pass me a tampon.
What?
You didn't hear that one?
No.
Oh, you got to catch up, bro.
They're just out here sharing
shit up.
Yo, dog, I was about to throw on a wig, go down somewhere, go and start back 3 times here, and they fucking pass me a tampon and be like, yo, and then just run out.
That's like Morse code, bro.
Yo, like what? I was like, they out here just like, yeah, I got you. Fucking slide it under the fucking.
And it's going to be the one girl. She always got tampons. She always get the fucking door banged on her. It's like, God damn, these bitches.
It's like the dude that always got gum in school.
Yeah.
That was Glenn,
Fuck, bro. I used to sell mine. Fuck all that.
I used to sell DVDs in school.
Of course you would.
Yeah, like burn copies, or if I had some shit that I know nobody at the crib was gonna watch, I would just sell them for like $5.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess their unspoken rules would revolve around like safety. Like we go out, if we get fucked up, somebody got to make sure everybody get home okay.
And like if one goes to the bathroom, they all got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Well, actually, I don't know if that's an unspoken rule
because
they
if I know
verbalize.
it, they do gotta be like, Stacy, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then everybody gets up and goes.
Yeah.
No matter where the fuck you are.
Why do they do that?
Apparently, it's for safety, but I got my doubts. It's like gossip is the biggest thing.
I think it's gossip.
It's definitely the biggest thing, and they're covering it up in the name of safety.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fucking fake.
That's a fact.
They just be in there and be like, did you see Steven today? Oh my God.
Dude,
broke
what you
much?
have? Broke much?
Who still wears Aeropostale?
Do one of you have?
You like just in there talking shit while you got Steve out there like, man, I feel good about tonight.
Nah. You know what I realized is that women always talk about how men don't mature, right? But they're really like, a lot of them are little ass girls that just develop and stay little girls in their mind. So like, I feel like a lot of their like bathroom gossip was like, oh bitch, I got a wedgie, or oh, I've been holding this fart all day. I hope you don't smell it when I go back over there.
Yikes.
Yeah. I truly believe that, because some of the shit I've seen women do behind closed doors, I'm like, I didn't even know y'all did that.
But you as a realtor, but also you have property that you rent out, and you be seeing some of the craziest shit from women, right?
Oh my God. First of all, I don't care what anybody says. They're the dirtiest tenants. Always. If you ever have a plumbing problem with a female tenant, it's because they're shoving fucking tampons down the toilet when they're supposed to go into the fucking trash.
Yeah, why are they flushing that shit down the toilet? You can't flush your sins away. Like having a period is a sin.
Yeah. What the fuck are you, like evangelical or whatever they call it? I don't know.
See,
I don't know the difference. Puritan. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what that is.
Like they're like the jihadists of the Christians. They're like, if you don't read the Bible, all pages from 1 to 700 million, they chop your fucking toes off.
That seems like a fun religion. But you know why they probably don't have that many unspoken rules, right? Because there has to be, like, even with guys, there has to be a certain level of respect.
Right.
Right. There has to be already like a quick bond, because a lot of guys, like we've known, we go through a lot of the same shit together.
Yeah.
Right. So even if you don't know Jerome from down the street, you want me to start using black names? I used Steve earlier. Now we're going to throw Jerome in the mix.
And you make it the blackest black of all fucking time, Jerome. Because nobody else is named fucking Jerome. You can't even fucking confuse that.
I know an Asian dude down the way called Jerome.
No, the fuck you don't.
He say Jerome, but it's... But it's Jerome.
Yep, it's definitely episode 3. There it is.
Done.
Yeah, we're done. For sure. For sure. That was it.
Anyway, if you walking on the street and you see Jerome, right, it's a quick nod and whatever, you keep it moving, because there's a certain already level of respect. There has to be,
right?
Especially when it comes to like people of color, we've struggled with a lot of the similarities. There's a certain level of respect that is underlying. Women don't have unspoken rules the way that we do, because they don't fucking like each other.
That's valid.
They don't fucking respect each other. And unless they build a relationship, like she's been my best friend since the 2nd grade, they don't fucking trust each other. Yeah. So they're not going to have unspoken rules where they're just going to be able to build a quick bond with somebody that they don't know or they just saw down the street. It just doesn't happen.
They definitely don't like each other. I think they do respect each other, though, because what you will never do is say something negative about a woman to another woman, because she's going to light your ass up. But another woman could walk up and be like, did you see her fucking shoes? Yeah, big ass feet. Like, and they'll fry her ass up real good. But you can't do that. They have boundaries, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like if it was me, my wife, you and Abby, and some fucked up bitch walked by, right? I don't know why I got to call her a bitch. I think I need to start respecting women more.
Oh, God. The fact that you pointed it out is going to make it so easy to fucking come after you.
Hey, I'm working on the plan I've stated earlier. All right, there's an underlying. Right?
Okay,
we gotta call them bitches before we call them women, and because I call them women is because they told me to. Okay. All right, they taught me. We're not gonna say forced, because then I didn't learn my lesson. They taught me.
Oh my God!
They taught me to call them women. So, if she walks by, right, and I go, nah, that dress is fucked up, I feel like they gonna jump in and just start flaming at her too. Okay. Right? I don't think they're gonna be like, that's inappropriate. I don't know. Now, if she was truly fucked up, they definitely gonna jump in. I don't know. Maybe Abby might say something. Yeah. I feel like Abby would be like, it's not nice. Yeah. And then an hour later, when we're somewhere else,
that dress was fucked up. That dress was fucked up. You didn't have to say it out loud, but you know that, like, yeah, for sure. Like,
Alina's, I think she just doesn't hear me anymore. So if I did say something fucked up, she probably wouldn't even fucking hear it. So,
what I notice about y'all relationship is that she's so used to you saying dumb shit that now she doesn't even blink. Yeah, like you'll say something and it could be important, and then you have to say it again for her to take you seriously. Like, oh, okay, you're being serious. Oh, okay.
Did I ever tell you about when a car blew up on my block?
A car blew up.
The shit exploded.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting in my crib. I'm watching American Sniper. Oh. And what's up?
Why are you watching the war movie?
Why you don't just be watching war movies? I just be at home. It's like
you thought it was a part of the movie.
Dog, I was like, yo, watching fucking American Sniper, and then I just hear, boom, and
you thought it was
the
just
house shook
sound.
A little bit, and I was like, I know the audio is not that good. Part of me was like, somebody just fucking ran into the back of my house, because literally the house shook.
Okay.
But I keep watching it, right? And like 15 seconds go by, and I'm like, I should probably fucking check what the fuck that was.
Of course.
So then I go downstairs, I go out to our balcony, and I look over, and our neighbor's car is on fire. So I was like, oh shit, it's like 2 doors down. So I go in the crib and I'm like, babe, call 911. Our neighbor's car is on fire. No, seriously, what happened? No, call 911. Our neighbor's car is on fire. But what happened? Can you be serious? I'm fucking being serious. Our neighbor's car is on fire.
Yep.
Can you call 911?
Yep.
Bro, fucking 3 to 4 attempts before she had to come down and go on the balcony and see. And then was like, doot, doot, doot. Like, son.
I told you this 5 minutes ago.
Like, oh, now that you saw it, it's real.
But that's your fault.
How is that my fault?
Every other word that comes out of your mouth is unserious.
If she's been with me for 11 years, she should be able to fucking decipher when I'm being legit and when I'm not. All right. Now it's 90% throw it away, but sometimes that 10% it's gotta be important.
I've known you for 6 years and couldn't tell when you were fucking lying. And you were looking me dead in my eyes.
You know, I think I have a problem.
Yeah, you do, motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What do you
that
call
ain't her
that?
fault. You a liar, nigga. What the fuck?
There has to be because when I lie, it's like I make it truth in my head.
So you're psychotic. You believe your
I'm
own
like,
lies.
if I say it in a way that I believe it, then they have no choice but to believe it. But I'll be lying about shit that doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's like, oh, yesterday I ate fish. I didn't eat fish yesterday. The fuck? I'm telling you I ate fish. Doesn't fucking matter. And you're never going to be like, oh, he ate fish the other day. Doesn't matter. And if you did find out I didn't eat fish, now it's just confusing and now it's hilarious. Because I lie about stupid shit. I don't know why.
Bro.
It's just a joke that only I'm going to know about. And if you eventually find out, then that just makes it funnier. And I'm not going to tell you I lied. Bro, so we have a friend.
Before you do this,
Go ahead.
I 100% take back getting your real estate license because you would be a fucking horrendous realtor. So,
I mean, being in sales in general, you have to like sell some of your soul to the devil,
no,
right?
you don't.
You can't be good at sales and also be a good person.
So what the fuck am I?
Larry.
Yeah, you gonna tell me about myself?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Okay.
No, you're a good dude.
Like it's gonna be a me and George first argument. Like what the fuck?
But you telling me that in this industry you run into a lot of dudes that are like, or a lot of people in sales that are genuinely good people? No, because if you're going in sales, your only intention is to manipulate the person you're talking to so you can make money off of them.
But that's the old school way of thinking. Okay. The way you should be thinking is I'm going to help this person get what they want, not get what I want them to have, which is what you do. Motherfucker. There's a difference.
I guess. Nah, I don't know. The thing is I don't know if I would like, yeah, I would do it. I would just lie to people all day.
Yeah. So you're good.
We got an offer. Yeah, they want it. I'll be lying about the price of the house.
Oh my God.
And then they sign the paperwork and be like, oh, that shit was fucking $50,000 more than what you thought. Yeah. No, I can't be a realtor.
God,
I can't.
Bro,
I be doing that shit in the most minimalist, like in my retail job. So I don't work at Vitamin Shop anymore, but I'll be doing that shit when Corona hit, right? COVID was going crazy. People would come in there, obviously cleaning up the place because now they have to build their immune system, right? Because it takes 24 hours to build your immune system, you fucking idiots. They're going in there buying fucking vitamin D and vitamin C like, okay, now I got it in me. We're good to go.
Right.
No. But we have what's called colloidal silver. You remember colloidal silver?
Yes.
So we can naturally...
Colloidal?
Colloidal? I worked there 8 years. Don't know. I thought it was colloidal. Colloidal.
I'm pretty sure the O is before the I.
It was one of those silvers that naturally build your immune system. It was supposed to be anti-colloidal. antibacterial,
Okay.
right? And we used to sell the big motherfucker that was like $85. This white lady came in there and was like, "Oh, do you have any like alcohol?" Remember, alcohol was like the big thing because everybody wanted to clean their house or clean their hands or make their own
like
hand sanitizer.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I was like, "No, we don't have alcohol." And they were like, "Do you have anything that's antibacterial?" "Yeah, the colloidal silver." And then she was like, "Can I just spray this in the air or spray it on the counter?" And I was like, "Yep." That's not gonna fucking do anything, right? And I was like, because you can. If you wanted to take it and put it in a spray and spray it, yeah, you could do that.
Well, that was her own stupid ass fault for asking such a broad question.
Yeah, if she gonna say if this is gonna kill the germs when I spray it, then maybe I would have told her no. But all she asked was, "Can I spray it in the air and on the table?" Yeah, you can.
Now, see, here's where salespeople get over. Can I spray it on the counter? Yeah, you can. Does it kill germs? I don't know. Does it kill COVID? I don't know. But if she said anything else, like, "Oh, do you think it'll kill COVID?" Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, you can think whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But you don't know for sure.
Nah.
Like, so you can sell anybody whatever you want if you're listening to what they're saying.
Yeah. So, and they're scared, right?
Yeah.
So if you're scared, easy peasy lemon squeezy,
Easy
you're gonna
peasy.
make fucking money. She
sound
brought
like a
five.
politician.
She brought five at $85 a piece.
She brought 5?
She brought 5.
You must have fucking hit a record that day because
Bro.
that's crazy.
We only had 6. Don't know why she didn't buy the fucking 6th one. It was right there, but she said, "I'll take these 5." I think in her head she was like, "I'll leave it for the next person."
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and spray your fucking counters with colloidal silver.
Oh my God. This counter's healthy as shit.
Yeah, that counter gonna be all right. You, not so much.
Yeah. That vitamin shop shit was crazy. It really showed me how much people don't know about health.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I worked
Bro.
there for all of 5 months?
Yeah.
And I learned nothing
No.
because the people were ignorant as shit.
People would come in and be like, "I'm looking for a bottle. It's blue." I'd be like, "Okay. What's it called?" "Oh, I have no idea." "Okay. What do you use it for?" "Health." Okay. "Yeah, I take it every day. I've been taking it every day for 2 years."
And you don't know what the fuck
Bitch, you don't know what the
called.
fuck it's called? How you taking something for 2 years and you don't know what the fuck it's called or actually what you're using it for?
That's crazy. Anybody who shops at Vitamin Shop, you're not poor. Because why the fuck would you spend your money on supplements?
Yeah, you can
You're
get the same
making-
shit at Walmart.
Exactly. You're making good money, which means you have a decent job, which means you have somewhat of an education because it's hard to have a great job with no education. So y'all are just in here browsing, buying bullshit, don't know what you're putting in your fucking body. Why the fuck?
And the person that's standing behind the counter that gets paid $10 an hour at most, they have full confidence that that person's telling them the truth.
That's true.
Like,
Because that was me.
Yeah, the person
was
that's
me.
talking to you makes no money.
Yeah.
And they're just told to sell shit because there's a goal that needs to be reached.
Yep.
And I'm responsible for making that goal.
Yep.
So if you go in there and be like, what's the difference between this and this? And they start pointing out the benefits on the 53 bottle of multivitamin. They're just trying to sell you a $53 bottle of multivitamin.
Yo, yeah.
And that was all the time.
Yeah. Nah, the world is crazy, bro. And I was trying to explain this shit to Abby is that like a lot of what happens now in the world is about sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause she works in a pharmaceutical company and they're constantly reinventing the wheel, constantly investing in some new tech, constantly, like trying to like revolutionize the system. And it's always the same shit, just packaged differently and pitched to you in a different way. So you think you're getting ahead. In reality, you're just getting the same shit you already had. It's just more expensive.
Yeah. I remember they used to sell melatonin, like the melatonin gummies.
Okay.
And it was like one gummy was 5 milligrams. And then they had a 10 milligram multivitamin or 10 milligram melatonin by the same company.
Like capsule?
It was a gummy.
Okay.
So it was the same company,
Okay.
right? You have your 5 milligram melatonin gummy, and then you have a bottle that says 10 milligram melatonin. If you look in the back, Like the nutritional facts. It says for the 10 milligram to take 2 gummies. So each gummy is 5 milligrams.
So you're buying the same shit.
You're buying the same shit. And that shit was like,
God, bro.
it was like $8 more expensive. And you got, so the 5 milligram had a month supply. The 10 milligram had 60 days, but you have to take 2. So it also had a month supply. So you're literally buying the same fucking bottle with everything exactly the same, but you're paying $8 more because it's marketed differently, but you're getting it exactly the same.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
And I used to point that out to people, not because I wanted them to save money or because I wanted them to trust me. I just wanted them to know that Vitamin Shop is not the place. Like, you shouldn't be coming here. We're selling this.
You know, like, God willing, this podcast blows up. This episode is going to drive their fucking sales to the ground. I'm not shopping. Well, I don't know if anybody listens to us is going to shop at Vitamin Shop.
Probably not.
I still go there. Now I got to think about my own purchases. Damn, I'm going in there buying protein powder.
All I'm saying is read the nutritional
Motherfucker,
facts.
you sold me some bullshit.
Which one?
I'm in there buying protein powder. Do you know something I don't know?
No.
I don't even believe you because you're a fucking liar. This whole episode you told me you're a fucking liar, so I don't
Not
even believe
the whole,
nothing.
the second half.
Oh, okay.
You can believe that the first half I was being honest.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Nah, I had fun with this episode as well.
I did too.
What are we doing next week?
I think next week I do want to have. So there's the 2 topics.
Yeah.
Right. There's the what makes a good relationship.
I like
right.
that one.
From the perspective of a man, because I'm not going to sit here and try to give you the perspective of a woman.
Of course not.
When it comes to creating a good relationship. Now I'll give you the perspective of a woman when I'm trying to create, make a point. Yeah, I have no problem with that. But so we have that topic. And then the other one was, how is it to date as a straight man in 2022?
Awesome.
So those are our 2 potential topics of conversation for next week.
Yeah.
I know we have our good friend TJ off the camera over here who's going to be coming in and actually participating in that one.
We need to have like a round of applause or something right here for TJ.
Yeah. Just hyping him up. So out of those 2 topics, I think we'll let him decide which one he feels more comfortable and confident speaking on. But I do think either one of those 2 have the potential to be a pretty good episode.
I agree. And do you think people will realize that we were supposed to talk about something else in this episode?
Yeah, what was it? So the last episode, we were like, oh, next week we're gonna talk about women's opportunities in the workplace.
Nah, we were gonna talk about what it's like to date in 2022.
No.
See?
In episode 2,
yeah.
we announced that the next week's episode might be women's opportunity in the workplace.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
That's what it is. I just edited that
you
episode.
Edited.
I just edited that episode.
Yeah.
So women's opportunity in the workplace. Now, we are not going to move forward with that one because that feels like more of a conversation that can be had as the question of the day and not so much the
100%.
topic of the conversation,
That's heavy.
which are 2 separate things for the people that are following us. We do what we can as far as the two things. We want to have the topic of conversation, which is going to be a little more intense. And then we want to have the question of the day, which is just going to be whatever question I come up with or Larry may come up with.
Definitely you.
That may be comedic and may be able to just be a little lighter and just finish off on just a lighter tone. And that one's not so serious, so we're not going to be strict on that question. If that question does, turn into other conversations, then we're just going to let that happen because
100%.
that's the question of the day. It's just a little fun. But we decided to not go for women in the workplace because I think I've had that experience. I think the camera cut off, but it's fine.
All right.
Unless TJ, can you hit the camera button?
Oh, this would be interesting.
Just the circle.
This should be interesting.
The circle.
I'm trying to make you nervous. You're gonna fuck something
the circle
up.
right there. You see where your thumb is? Push it forward a little bit. No, forward. This direction.
Well, you know who don't rub the clit?
Yeah, he don't know what the clit is. Don't fucking figure my camera, motherfucker. There you go. Thank you, Daddy. Episode 3. There's
Oh
nothing in
shit! Yeah, we out of here, bro. We are out of here like a fucking spaceship.
But we do appreciate it if you guys sat through the entire episode of the
Real
Man
shit.
Cave Podcast, episode 3. There was some wild shit in this episode. I do not apologize. Better believe that if you guys allow me to keep going, it's going to keep going.
Oh, shit.
But my name is George.
I'm Larry.
And thank you for coming. See you in the next episode.
Peace.